So today we've got our special educator, Jemima, all the way from Melbourne, introducing to us GERnetic's super special products, Mito Special.
Thanks, Lydia. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. So firstly, let's have a chat about what actually is a skincare serum. What does it do? Well, it's a product designed to deliver high levels and high concentrations of active ingredients directly into the skin. The serums will generally have a specific task to treat a specific concern and or help improve a skin condition. So potentially think wrinkles, aging, capillary damage, a whole range of things that different serums will be targeted for. Serums are always applied after cleaning the skin and before you put any moisturiser or nourishing creams on. The ingredients in the serums do have a very small molecular weight and size, and because of this is what allows them to penetrate deep into the skin cells to be able to do the job that they're tasked to be performing. The serums can be used in the treatment room professionally, and they ideally will make up part of your client's skincare routine going forward. So if people are asking a bit about some serums are often the missing link in a routine that supports the skin to function at its best and to also ensure the best results from all the other skincare creams that they'll be using after they've used the serum. You might want to think of a serum as a secret weapon for treating skin issues like discoloration, dullness, fine lines, or acne. And then think of the moisturiser or your nourishing cream as the key to hydrating and nourishing the skin. So within GERnetic, we've got the Mito Special Plus and the Mito Special Plus that we're covering today. So what is the difference between the two of them? Well, you'll often hear me and Danielle and the others in the office refer to Mito Special Plus as just Mito. And it's designed to activate and wake up the cells of the skin to make sure they're functioning to their optimal level. The Mito Special will actually target the mitochondria of the cell. So think of Mito Special as a real workout for the skin cells. It's getting the activation happening, it's getting them energized and awake. Mito Special can be used on its own as a serum underneath the moisturisers or nourishing creams, but it also can be used as a serum with a mask. So who is Mito Special Plus for? It really is for all skin types. It's ideally for anyone over the age of 30. It's essential for anyone over the age of 40, and it will help to treat any issues with aging, fine lines and wrinkles, dull and lifeless skin that's congested and sluggish, and any scarring on the face or body that could be old scarring or fairly recent scarring. And who is it not for? So when you're working with Mito Special Plus, you would want to be really careful and stay away from really any skins that have a real compromised skin barrier, any active eczema or any real reactive, irritated skin in its actual prime. You can actually start to use Mito Special Plus down the track potentially once the skin is healed or in a better, healthier, stronger condition. So just going back to what we were talking about before, what does Mito Special Plus do? Well, it stimulates and activates the mitochondria to produce the energy within the cells. And the mitochondria, as you know, will often be referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. And without good functioning mitochondria, the skin and the body will not be operating to its prime. So in skincare and in overall health, the optimal mitochondrial function is essential to everything else working correctly, which is why within the GERnetic skincare range, it has a really strong focus on it being used at the beginning of a facial or any skin treatment, because that will then ensure that the cells are awake and active, ready to receive all the goodness that's about to follow. If the cells aren't awake and active, while those products will still work, they're not going to be working maybe as efficiently as if the mitochondria was actually ready to take it all in. So in saying that, the Mito Special, by targeting the mitochondria, what it will actually help to do to the cell is it'll boost the metabolism, it'll increase the cellular respiration, it'll really encourage that APT, the energy production within the cell directly. And because of this, it'll help to accelerate the regeneration process. And so if the skin's aging or damaged, that's a really good benefit to have. The Mito Special encourages the natural cell desformation process, which will increase the cell turnover. It supports the removal of dead cells, providing softness and comfort without the damage to the skin barrier or compromising the immunity of the skin. That's a real bonus, don't you think? Also within Mito Special, the antioxidants are there because they will help to reduce the damage done by the free radicals and the ROS, the reactive oxygen species. If the mitochondria is defective in any way, the cells will be slow, sluggish, glycation and accelerated aging will occur as a result of this. And nobody wants that. So the benefits. So if you were talking to your clients, talking to your staff, reminding yourself about what does Mito Special Plus do, it allows the uptake and utilisation of all the nutrients in all the genetic products. It'll help to diminish the appearance of wrinkles and helps to restore the elasticity. It'll help to stimulate the oxygen and get that moving to the surface of the skin. It'll actually help boost the cellular growth of the fibroblasts. It's got the antioxidants, as we just talked about, to help fight the free radical damage. It works to reduce the appearance of old and new scars. And it'll give the skin that absolutely fresh, radiant feel when it's used in conjunction with the mask. And in fact, when that step is done, the Mito Special Plus and the Immuno Mask together, people will often say, oh, that feels like you've exfoliated my skin, without actually doing that. So that's why I can replace the need for exfoliation. It's a real preventative step for people under the age of 30. For anyone over the age of 40, it must be a part of their home care routine, and that will assure that it will assist the cells to be energised and to utilise all the ingredients. Overall, the Mito Special Plus, because of the energy production in the cells to the skin, will then actually improve the glow and the vitality of the skin. So what are some of the ingredients that are allowing this to actually happen? Well, the peptides, like in all the genetic products, are really important, and they're selected on purpose for what they're going to be able to help do to the skin to activate that energy and the metabolism and to directly target the mitochondria. So think of the amino acids that we've got some listed there. They're all a component that will actually target the mitochondria energy production directly. They'll act as messengers to stimulate collagen. Then we've got the selenium tuberosum, which is a vegetal glycoprotein, and it comes directly from an extract of potato. This will help stimulate the cell renewal. It encourages the skin to nourish and repair. It's got that real hydrating effect on the skin, and it stimulates the epidermal cells and the dermal fibroblasts. Mito Special also contains the vitamin B7, which we know is biotin. And the reason that's in there is that's really important to help metabolize the fats, the carbohydrates, and the proteins within the cell to assist in the energy being produced. So fully loaded. Okay, so how do we use the Mito Special? So when you're at home and when you're in the salon, you've got a few different ways to actually do this. Weekly at home, the clients could be using the serum and a mask together. That's a perfect world scenario. So 1 to 3 times a week, on a clean skin, they would spray the Mito Special directly onto their face and they would rub it in. After that, they would apply a thin layer of immuno mask, leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, and they would remove it with a warm face cloth, and then they would apply the rest of their products. If they wanted to use it daily, there is a way that it can be done, and it can be used daily as a part of a treatment program. So say, for example, you have a client coming into you that's got aging on the skin that hasn't been doing targeted aging. They could actually be using the Mito Special every morning under their treatment creams. Once they've done that maybe for a month or 2, then they could drop the Mito Special back to using it maybe every 2nd or 3rd day as part of their ongoing regular skin routine. Day 2 at home, they would apply their glycofibro, do all their cleansing, then they would apply the serum all over their face and neck and décolletage, and then they would follow that up with their treatment creams and all their nourishing creams that they're using. In a perfect world, these would be used in the morning. But for some people, if the routine only allows them to do it at night time, that's completely fine, whatever's going to best suit their schedule. In the salon, as part of the treatment, you'd be doing the cleanse and preparing with glyco and fibro. It's optional to exfoliate here. And we would really encourage you to only be doing an exfoliation if the skin really needs it, not just because it's part of a routine or a step that you're used to doing. Because you'll be amazed if you haven't been doing this, going straight from the cleansing to the Mito Special and Immuno and having that on the skin for 5 or 10 minutes within the salon with the foil. Once you remove that, the skin will feel and look like you've actually exfoliated, only you've got the benefit to the cells actually being activated and woken up. So there is a real benefit to doing that in the salon and leaving out the exfoliation step if the skin doesn't require it. Within the salon, you could probably use anywhere between 6 and 12 sprays to cover the whole face and neck and décolletage. And then you would apply the immuno mask over it. You can put some eye mask around the eye area and put the polyester foil all over. Anywhere between 8 to 15 minutes is what you would need to leave it on for, depending on the structure of your facials, the costing of your facials as to how much time and how much product you'd be using. Like any mask, you would then just remove it with your wet fibrella or a warm compress and then follow on with the rest of the facial. If you wanted to use both of these in a treatment, you absolutely can, and so can your clients at home. There's a couple of ways that you could do it. Within the salon, you would clean the face, do the glyco and fibro. You would use the Mito Special Plus all over the face, neck and décolletage. If you wanted to here, you could also spray some Venulo Special on and then apply the immuno mask all over the face, the neck and décolletage, and some eye mask around the eyes. And you would cover it with the polyester foil and leave it on. Now, with that step, if you didn't want to do the Venulo Special then, you could leave it out and just stick straight to the Mito and to the immuno. And then once the mask comes off, you could then introduce the Venulo Special here and spray that all over the face and neck and décolletage. You can gently pat it in everywhere and then massage it all over the face and neck. And then from there, you would follow on with your treatment creams. You might use Vasco and Mio Mioso and Vital Transfer, massage with Synchro, extra nourishment you might want to do with Cytobi, Cells Life, Nuclear, and then you would apply your mask, be it again a cream mask or a professional mask. Hot towel it off when you finish, and then follow on with the rest of your Synchro and protection cream to finish off, and of course your sunscreen.
Visit our website to claim your free trial pack or schedule a consultation or in-salon demonstration.